Well, once again, it is that time of year where spring springs into play and everyone's noses gets stuffed with every single type of debris. And then on top of that, I forget that my neighbors like to do this little thing called work outside at 9 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another stream for whatever time we're going to be doing all this for. Hold on, I forgot my music is muted. There we go. So yeah, today we're going to be doing something fun, or at least I think so. Oh God, not again. Hold on. My mic is messed up again. Okay, hold on. Well, anyway, while I figure out what my mic is doing. So today we are going to blow up a warehouse, in Blender, of course, in a video game. Yes, Mr. FBI man, don't clip this entire thing right here. Let me go find my settings real quick. Yeah. So that's what we're going to be doing while I am working on figuring out where my mic stuff is. Hold on. NUDIO sound settings, because every single time Windows 11 likes to turn on a modifier for my sound. Where is it? Right here and right here. Digital effects are turned off. There we go. All right. So, apologies in advance for anyone who hears any types of birds chirping in the background. They are trying to do something very silly, among other things. So, yeah. What is that? Did I send this out twice? No, I didn't. There we go. Alright, this is not how I wanted the stream to start, but oh well. This is how it starts. And let's see. Alright, cool. I think we're good. I think. Oh yeah, finally changed my background. for anybody who cares. I decided to mess around with some editing and just go ahead and add that to that. So anyway, let's go to the warehouse. Boom. So this is my character Laura, grown up and all that good stuff. Y'all have probably seen this character model many different times before. But yeah. So I am currently in the process of, actually I don't even think I can show exactly what I'm doing without us having to wait about 15-20 minutes at a time. But we'll see. We'll see if I can. Let me see. So drop this out of here, drop this out of here. I won't need to look at that. Let me find this and I can show you. Not this one, this one. Well, this works, but not really. There's a modified one I had that actually looks better than this one. Let's see. And it is this one. So I have a short story that I decided to write that involves her having to fight off some guards slash bounty hunters who found her hideout. This is where her hideout is, or at least one of them. One of the many hideouts that she has. So, because she found out that they found out where her hideout is, she is rigging up one of her old her old hover bikes to explode. And that is where we are right now. I'm still working on the story because at this point I like working on stories as I am rendering stuff in Blender, because why not? But yeah, that's where we are right now. So I am working on a photo set that helps showcase certain scenes that I am writing out right now. And let's see, there's another one that I can show. Let's see. Oh, I showed the wrong one. Oh well. Let's see. Let's see. Here we go. So here, this is actually the much more betterer, the one that I actually wanted to show. So then I have different shots around the workstation that I actually worked on last week. I was working on this so much last week that I had to skip town for about a day and a half because I got so tired of looking at this screen. I just had to go. But anyway, I finally decided to disassemble the bike and just have some fun with it. So I hung up different versions of it all around the workshop and all that type of stuff. This workshop, very happy that I got this, and I'm very happy that I got it when I did, because it is it's extremely spacious, but the textures are so low that you don't really notice how much stuff is going on in the background. It's really good background filler, especially for when you decide to push the wrong button again. Especially for when you decide to blur the background, like I did, and have all the focus on the main character. So a lot of this stuff is good set dressing and good set design, set decoration, I should say. So yeah. Wait, what? Okay, cool. So I like how this ended up looking, especially this shot right here, which is pretty fun. Oh, I forgot. I should. I'm gonna have to make some more modifications. All right, that's cool. All right. So that is what we're working on today. I'm going to do a couple of photo sets. Well, I'm going to take a couple of photos and do a couple of render tests. And then I will work on an animation a little later too, if I can. Ooh, a new map just dropped. All right, cool. Let's see, I want to add some more suspension rings here. Suspension coils. Let's see, so it's a 1 and a 2. Oh yeah, so those are the guards that I decided to put in. So you're only going to see their silhouettes, so these don't really matter. But I figured out how to actually put PNGs inside of Blender and make them look good. And see-through and all that type of stuff. So this is what I'm going to be working on a little later. This specific thing and the fact that I was trying to get the lighting right the way I was trying to, it made all of this so much more of a hassle. But anyway, let's give myself some more suspension rings. There we go. Let's see, boom. Just gonna duplicate this a couple of times and have some fun with it. Rotate right there. I took the seat off. I took the headlights. I took the back lamps. I forgot what those are called. Took all that off. Took everything off. I even took the mufflers off, which I should have stuck together in this different way, but I decided to just not even worry too much about it. Wrong one. Rotate that. Let's see. I think 4 is fine. Now, let me be extra and change the colors of some of these because that's what I want to do. Oh boy. Hopefully the stream doesn't get shorted out when I do this type of stuff. So when I try to move through the different viewports on Blender and actually test to see how everything looks, the encoder on OBS decides to be a little wonky. We'll see how that works. Let's see. There we go. All right. Let's see. What color is this spring? Well, where is it? Oh, great. It's just right here. So let's disconnect that. Let's turn this one. Let's turn this one green. Let's make this one purple. Dark purple. And let's turn this one, let's see. Let's make this one yellow. Because why not? A little bit of a bronze. Right, now. Let's drop it. Right there. It's perfect. Alright. Small details that I should have added much later. Well, much earlier. Alright. Go back into material view. Wait, what is that? Oh, viewport. Shading. Oh yeah, this is also my first time using this outfit for Laura. I have about 18 different pieces of clothing for this model that I ended up commissioning and actually getting, but I only use about one suit most of the time whenever I'm actually working with this actual model, which is funny, but at the same time, you know, I never thought about using any of the other clothing that I have. Well, until like last week. But it makes perfect sense, and it actually looks really good. So now, oh, did I didn't save any of my renders from last week for, nope, not these. I didn't save any of those. Oh man. Oh yeah, it crashed. The story of every time I work with Blender. That's why I don't have them. All right, cool. Well, oh well. So that's okay. So right now I need to do a shot of her raising her gun, and I need to have it lowered as well. So let's go here. Open this up. This is a slightly different angle. This is the wider angle that I was messing with for the shadows. So close this up, close this up. That one's turned off in the render. Turn that off too, just so I don't have to worry about the resources. And see, I think that's it. Let's see what else. Okay. So now, let's check my render settings. 24 render, yeah. Okay, so Yeah, I changed this entire thing just because I didn't want to have all the test renders clouding up so much of the render port, the yeah, the renders. I didn't want to do all that. That's basically what it was. Okay. So let's go ahead and test this render out real quick just to see how long it's going to take. I did 24 frames, not frames. I did 24 samples just to keep it simple and so that I don't have to wait 20 minutes per render test to actually see how everything is supposed to look the way that's supposed to look. So yeah. And there we go. The thing I was hoping didn't happen. Oh boy. We're about to get some skips and some jumps. Now this is fun. Well, camera's off. That's fun. Alright, cool. That's okay though. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to bring this over and let this do its thing. Another reason why I like to turn off certain things in Blender while I'm working, especially when I'm streaming, because all of my stuff likes to just not work sometimes. But oh well. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I need to replace my stickers. Do all that later. Let's see, so that's okay. So just need a cup. There we go. All right, it's coming through. And hopefully you actually see the shadows that I'm talking about already. So going back to the little story portion. Story is supposed to be that she was talking to one of her partners, and as she talked to as she talked to her partner, she notices how the other bounty hunters are about to surround the pier that she's in, but specifically the warehouse that she's in right now, and that is why she is setting up the core to be exploded, and boom, hence why the warehouse gets blown up. There we go. All right. So let me get this out of the way. We now officially have a new render. All right, so this is actually much better. I like this. I think maybe because I was testing all this out, that's when that's actually when everything exploded and then didn't actually work. So yeah, everything looks pretty good. Quality is not the highest that it could be, but you know, that's because I turned the render sample rate down, but that's okay. Let's see. Also, if I turn this thing to the highest quality I usually go to, we'll probably be here for about 20 minutes, maybe an hour. But yeah, but it's all right. It looks good. I'm just not noticing the chains in the background that I didn't put here. They came with the actual warehouse. These chains right here, I actually put in myself, and you can see I should check that out, but whatever. I'm not going to right now. So, need to look at her posing. Her face, I need to move. Okay. Move, let's see. Gotta bring this over here onto my other screen. Yeah, we're back. All right, cool. And let's go ahead and go over here. All right, let's go to pose mode and fix this arm. Let's see, so I need to move the arm over here just a little bit, right there. Now that makes this arm, but the actual arm, it makes it much stiffer. Don't want that just yet. Push it up, push it over, right there. Her eyes are looking too far over here. I can just have her looking, well, mostly straight this way. Oh, I forgot. Are the claws? Dang it, I can't do that. I forgot to check something. Let's see. Not here. Right here. Looks like all of them are showing in the render. I just don't have them on the render, which is good. Okay, cool. All right, cool. All right. Just had to double check that because I sure was going to forget it at one point. I didn't want to, but I know I was going to. All right. Let's see. All right. Trying to make sure I don't miss anything else, but I think we are good for the most part. Let's see her face. How's her face looking? I had her head tilt down a little bit too. Let's go back and do that. Also, the worst part about having all of this crash in the middle of a render while you step away to go get some lunch is that you kind of forget. And then also, not only do you step away on the day and all of this crashes, you leave town and then you come back after a week, and now you're like, oh yeah, what else did I do? Because now I can't even remember. Oh boy, this is fun. Oh well. All right, so I think we're good now for the most part. What is that? Windows, stop popping up, please. Please stop it. Stop it, Windows. When did this bone group come here? Why is this here? Oh boy. I have no idea when this bone group just popped here. Okay, this is fun. Let me go ahead and fix that. Unless it was always there and I just completely forgot. That does happen sometimes. Boy, oh boy. Remember when I said how much stuff I forgot? This is one of those things. Alright, let's just turn some things down for real quick. Oh, help. Okay. I'll keep these. Okay, there we go. I wonder how those got turned on. Maybe I pushed the button by accident. All right, back to it. I usually know how to use most of the bone groups for the rig and the skeleton, but sometimes there are extra things that you can use for certain models if it gets too complicated. I wasn't using that, but apparently I turned it on by accident. Don't know how. Or maybe I've just been this blind and it's been there the whole time. I doubt it though. Alright, so let's hit the save button really quick. And let's go out of here and give her a face. That's not what I meant to say. Let's give her a facial expression. Let's see. I think confident is a better facial expression right now. Let's go find it. There you are. Nope, that's not it. There you are. Maybe excitement. That's frightening. I think moderately confident is good. Yeah, that's good. All right, I like that. Let's do a little bit of fierce as well. Just a little bit. I wonder which one it's talking about. Anyway. Now, we got those out of the way. Got my cameras here. I need you. Let's see where you are. You're right here. I never really needed that angle. Let's get this angle right here. Right here. I could rotate this and do, well, I might do it. So let's do this. All right, so the render is, are we in? Yeah, so we're in number 2. All right, cool. And all right, so like how that looks, I'll move another one into here. So let's go ahead and do 12. Not 12. This is number 2. Put it right here. And while that is doing that, I'm going to check to see why. All right, something kept disconnecting. I wasn't sure what it was, but I think I got it. We'll see. We shall see. So the last one was 2 minutes 47. Okay, cool. And never mind, I didn't get it. It's still working like that. Always when I want to stream, does my technology not like to work? Oh well. Almost there. Now, I will say this. One of my biggest partial regrets was that I wasn't sure if the lighting that I was going to use to cast the shadows on the silhouettes that I showed you earlier for the bounty hunters was actually going to work the way it needed to, because I had to turn that lighting up a lot. I had to turn it up to, I think, something close to 10,000 megawatts, 10,000 watts. Come on. And it's frozen. Oh well. There we go. Convenient freezes are convenient. Let's see, so the claws look good. Going down the arm look good. Oh, those are not rendered. That's what it is. Let's see. Go ahead right here. Claws. Now, see, I specifically remembered that I turned this on, but I didn't turn it on because it didn't save, so I technically didn't do that. See, look, I remember now. I'm starting to remember a little bit. Alright, so that's good. Table is good. All that's good. Definitely have to blur the background for all of this. And then there's not that much detail in all of this because, again, the sample rate is so low for what I was rendering it, because I do not want to wait an hour for all of this. So yeah. And now, I even like how the gun looks as well. That's not that big of a difference. I mean, that's not big of a deal because that was supposed to look like this anyway. But anyway. So I think this is good. I need to make this brighter so it can cast a bit of rim lighting on the arm. hate that. I hate that these claws didn't come out of her hand. That's why I gotta turn it on. But anyway. I'm satisfied with this though. It's pretty good. All right. That's like I specifically checked every claw and I forgot to do that. I'm still mad at myself for that. Okay. Let's do the horizontal shot since I'm here. Oh crap, I forgot. Oh. There we go. Doing horizontal like this is always tricky. There we go. See, just off center. Right here. Actually, no. Here, and then rotate. Right there. Right here. Now this one is unnecessary, but I like to always get a vertical shot as well if I'm able to. Just because that's a photography habit that I have been beaten over the head with over the past 5 years. So yeah. We'll see. We'll see how well it actually comes out though. Let's see. Lower these. Wow. I forgot to clean up my YouTube playlist as well. The things that you think about when you're waiting for stuff to render. Let's see. Oh, she has a shadow here. Where's that light coming from? All right. Slightly better. A little better, a little better. I have to be careful with these shoes too, because these shoes they have very thick soles, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to actually have them planted in the ground, or at least have them clipping through the ground too much. So yeah, I love that though. I did want to give her her other set of shoes, which I wasn't even sure if they were gonna actually match with the outfit, but and whatever. But they're not boots though. That's the funny part. Hold on. Let me rotate this one so I can actually look at it. Save. Drop here. Come over here. Oh boy, I just realized I'm gonna have to do something strenuous in like 5 minutes. Oh well. Where is the... Windows, stop playing. Windows. Oh my god. Alright, gotta fix it myself. Windows saved to the wrong place. Let's go here. Check this out. That's where this went. I was what, man. This one was really good too, and it just didn't. Yeah, I gotta upload that one later. Oh, it's upside down. Darn it. Good lord, that dog is still yapping. I could close the door and just like not even listen to it, but it's... I like the circulation that the outside air gives me. That's why I keep the door open. Alright. Here we go. The sides are too thin, but oh well. So, shadow looks pretty good. Lighting, pretty good. Lighting is still intense, like I said earlier. There's a spotlight behind the guys that she's facing off with. But I like how this all looks. Let's see, where's the... Oh. Wait, right. There we go. There we go, right there. Then, so this pose is good. I like how this pose came out. I like it a lot. I'm afraid for, like I said, what I'm gonna have to do in a couple of minutes, because I think I'm gonna have to. Gonna save that later. I want to keep this, and I'm gonna have to duplicate it. So plan right now, I gotta duplicate this, but then when I duplicate it, everything else pops up, so I have to clean up, and I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. I'm going to though. What is that? But that's the other part of the bike, and that's yeah. All right, cool. Oh, man. All right, let's do that thing. while I'm cleaning up the entirety of this model that I duplicated, like I said, I hate doing this, but it's great when you don't want to just mess up the thing that you put a lot of work into. So anyway, while I'm cleaning up here, I'm thinking about the extra camera angles that I'm going to actually work on in this next piece. So when I raise the, so my idea is that as I raise the gun to her eye so that she can aim down it, I'm going to work on a different, I'm going to set up a different camera, and I'm going to have that camera super zoomed in. And that way I'll be able to work on the depth of field as well. Where is this? It's not here. What is this? Why is there an extra skeleton here? Oh. There we go. Why is that in here? Weird. Okay, whatever. Anyway. So, I am going to have the depth of field be pushed as high as I can to make it as shallow around her face as well as the barrel of the gun. Or at least I'm going to try to do that. If I can, it will probably look super cool and super cinematic, but that also involves me having to mess with the lighting. So if it works, it works. If it doesn't, oh well, we'll work on it later. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now as I'm cleaning up all of this. I think I have most of it cleaned up. So, hooray. Okay, so now we got some stuff cleaned up. We're going to make a new camera. Let's see, so let's take this wide one that we have. Let's see, Shift D. Come on out. There we go. This is 35 millimeters. 35 millimeters. Let's see how it's gonna look. Give it a second, and there we go. Oop, wrong way, right. Here. For the most part. Let's see, let's bring her back right here. Let's see, I can see how the camera's gonna look as a nice preview on the left side. Zoom in right here just a little bit. Bring that back. Right there. Let's see, let's go all the way to 85. Oh, dang it, that's not 2, and right. 85 millimeters, that's what we're looking at. I could have just typed all that in, but I wanted to actually watch the number go over because I am a masochist. Anyway, there we go, right there. Probably zoom it in a little further. I might go to 105. But for right now, that's going to be it for what we're looking at. All right. So she has this right here. Her other bones are showing. Don't need that. FK. Yep, FK and FK. Don't need these. I don't need these kinesthetics. Nah, I'm good. Trying to make sure I'm not missing anything before I can pose this next shot, but I think we're good. Again, the only thing that I need to double check is the lighting. If the lighting is not right, this is not going to look very good. I do like how this outfit is. Like, I really like this outfit. This was originally just a workout outfit, and then it came with a pair of shoes, and then I added these. I added the pants by accident. Well, really it was on purpose, but I added the pants, and I just love how it looks. So this is not gonna, there we go, right there. So let's see. Trapezius muscle, latitudinal muscle looks good. Trying to make sure my anatomy is good before I start doing anything else, so I'm gonna have to raise the shoulder. Raise the shoulder up just a little bit right there. Right there. Straighten out the arm just a little bit. Yep. Straighten out the arm. Well, I don't really have to, but right there. Come on. Nah, that's too. Don't want the arm bent. Well, gun etiquette dictates that you should have a slight bend in your elbow, but a slight bend in your elbow is not cool when you're one-handing a gun. We're going for cool factor and cool points here. There we go. We're not holding it sideways. There. Bring it over. That's not. Dang it. Right, let's let this catch up for a second. Back to it. There. Slightly better. Ah, that looks much better. Much better, much better, much better, much better. Right there. Just a, well, I might not. Nah. Nope. I'm breaking the wrist. I can't do that. Can't do that. Yeah, I'm breaking the wrist still. Yeah, so got to straighten the wrist up just a little bit. Now, in reality, well, not reality, in this reality, I don't really have to do all that. This character has super strength and all that type of stuff. This type of stuff shouldn't apply, but because I know more or less what I'm doing, I'm gonna try to make this as realistic as I possibly can. Wait, the thing is out? That's not right. Oh, I know what it is. Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Something is not supposed to be turned on this gun. I'm glad I noticed it too. Let's see. Glock. Boom. It should be receiver. There it is. All right. I think that's it. Check the barrels. Yep, barrels are good. Let's check all this one more time. Because the way that this Glock is looking, this model looks great, but the way that it looks right now with all of the things that I have turned on and turned off, I like how it looks because it looks extremely sci-fi, or at least extremely cyberpunk. Oh, hey Sophie. Oh, Jack. Also, I'm just now seeing y'all, and I'm just now checking the chat. I'm sorry. I'm not the best streamer in the world. I'm not the best streamer in the world, as you all can see. But anyway, good to see you all in the chat. I should have just. I'm over here basically just talking to myself at this point. Anyway. Currently at a friend's house. You're at another friend's house. Are you in Germany this time? I don't know why I asked that. Maybe because I want to go to Germany again. I still want to go to Germany. I haven't been. But anyway. Thank you for liking my cut, even though I was wild. Absolutely heinous. So anyway. There we go. Right. Rotate. Right there. Right there. This wrist rotation is the only thing that's going to make this entire thing look good. Is it? Not really. There are a lot of things that are going to make it good, but, you know. Right there. There we go. A slight twist to the wrist. OMG, the Nintendo Switch is going to remain $450. Just now seeing all that. This current news cycle is just killing me sometimes. Another reason why I had to skip town last week. There we go. Now I'm gonna have to. Let's see. So stay in pose mode. I need to go over here. Dang it. There we go. Bring this over. Make this shot open up a little bit. Oh yeah, Sophie, how has your Blender stuff been going? You're gonna have to have that eye winking just a little bit. Let's see. Let's try. Wait, what's the count? What's the count? What's the count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this would make 10 or something. Don't worry about what I'm counting. I'm just thinking about something else. Right there. There. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Right. Almost. We're looking good. We're looking good. Jarvis is not banning anybody from the chat, okay, sir? Calm down. We're not. Well, actually, now that you say it, we could consider it. We could consider it. I will let Jack have due process, because apparently that's something that we're not doing in this country right now. Anyway, current political affairs aside, I'll let him have his day in court. Maybe. Not you saying, yo, Lord. This entire stream is going to be funny to play back. Anyway. Let's see. Straighten that arm out. Nope. Too far. Right there. Oh, this is too funny. Oh, man, I'm so glad Daredevil ended this week. This picture is clean. Let me share this as well over here. This is very good. All right, back to it. I'm so sorry for your mental health. Wait, what happened? Wait. Oh yeah. You're playing. If you're playing COD, yeah, I feel bad for your mental health too, because you're gonna spend about $700 on that thing by accident. It's not gonna be an accident. Literally, just finished the first video by the Black Owl Kage, who's doing a series on microtransactions and the psychology of microtransactions. Yeah, try not to buy any skins. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't say that for Marvel Rivals though. That's if you haven't seen my latest video on Marvel Rivals, yeah, go ahead and do that. Break that arm back just a little bit right there. let's see. So all right. This looks good. This looks good. You say hey boy, you say that as if you have the option of being able to claim the wallet for yourself. That wallet is already gone. I'm just saying. You're gonna buy the Emma Frost skin as soon as as soon as you get paid. All right, real quick, let's go ahead and $135 is good. I like that. $135. Why did you buy Magic's? Well, no, Magic skin actually. Ooh, Forbes is telling me to invest in Netflix stock. I'm probably gonna have to invest in Netflix stock later. Anyway, I'm about to look up something real quick. Let's see. Let's go to Google real quick. You mean to tell me you bought this? You mean to tell me you bought this? That was a good choice. Anyway. Let me go back to what I was actually about to look up. 135 millimeters versus, let's see, 1.8 versus. Only reason I agree with you is because I have her model already in Blender. You're tempting me to open it up too. But I gotta look at this up. I gotta look at this first. 85 millimeter. Yeah. So as I'm messing with these cameras right now, you see me you see how big this camera looks right now. It's already in her face and she's already in it. So the reason why I'm doing that is because I am observing what I'm doing with the different camera lenses. So different camera focal lengths have different effects. A little bit of photography and how I teach photography. So different camera focal lengths have different effects on the face as well as the background. And on top of that, the different apertures that you can open up the lenses to will also help affect that. So these are the types of lenses that you can think of when you are trying to make these effects happen. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now. So yeah. So at first I set the camera to 85 millimeter and then I went to 135. So right now I'm probably going to go to 105 and then zoom in a little bit more. So yeah, that's something that I'm going to keep in mind as I am working on all of this. This is actually a very good example too. So the main thing that I'm working on trying to do is make this shot as tight and as cinematic as possible. So the background is going to look a little bit more compressed because of how everything is coming together. So you can actually see it right now. Just to see, you can see how the mountains and the trees are closer together seemingly, but closer together on a flat image means that they are flatter together while the subject pops out. So yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. And another reason why I am glad all of my photography stuff came together. Oh yeah, Ave, that the picture I sent you for Daredevil is not a spoiler. That's just very cool. He now I will say Kingpin needs to have his ascot around his neck by the end of next, by the middle of next season. He needs to. If he doesn't, I'm boycotting the show. Just gonna say that right now. Let's move this up right here. Move it over right there. So this looks good. Oh, hold on. I need to angle her wrist down a little bit. Maybe I don't need to. Maybe I need to angle the camera up. We shall see. Oh. Just realized I got to bring her elbow bone over. Maybe that's why it's been messing up the way it has been. So you can see the elbow right here, and then the knee is right here. These bones for these characters are so infuriating because you forget that they are there. So next thing you know, you're trying to move the entire leg or the entire arm, and then all of a sudden it just does not move, or it all of a sudden breaks, like Mr. Fantastic, and you're just like, why does that look like that? And let's move her face. Now, stiff arm is good in this case because she is holding a gun and pointing it. So, again, I said this earlier. Gun etiquette is very important when you're trying to actually shoot a gun. So it's important to actually lock your arm just a little bit when you are holding the gun with one hand. For the most part, when you're holding it with when you're holding a gun with two hands, you can bend your arms just a little bit. But also, you don't have to worry too much about it when you are. Let's see, bring this out a little bit. You don't have to worry too much about it when you are, again, super strong and you have super strength. But I'm doing my best to be realistic. Boom. Let's do the wink. Oh wait, that's not. Oh yeah. Tonight I'm going to go see Sinners, starring Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler, because good time. I recently saw Michael B. Jordan's. I recently saw Ryan Coogler's breakdown of how he uses film and how the story of the movie Sinners is going to be told by just by using aspect ratios, and basically, like, a good example of how is the camera that I have right now. The camera that I'm using right now, he basically says that he shot the movie on two different types of cameras with two different types of film. So at the end of the day, when you see the movie in theaters, the movie is going to look like, so the first version of the movie that you see, it'll be in this type of border and framing. Hold on. It'll be in this aspect ratio that you see in orange. So this is basically my camera. This is how it's going to look in the movie. But the actual way that the entire movie is supposed to be seen is in a higher aspect ratio that is more like the window that I have open right now. It's going to be very interesting to see. So basically, the movie Sinners by Ryan Coogler, starring Michael B. Jordan, is definitely a movie that you're going to have to see 2 times, because you're going to see it like this with the orange border where my camera is, and then you'll see it again where the window is right here where this border is. And the reason why he shot it like that, he goes into detail. The reason why he shot it like that is because it's not often done like that, but also because he's a film nerd, and when he was in film school, he wanted to do some stuff like this. But also, it helps tell the story in a much more cinematic way, so you don't have to worry about leaving all the detail out. You can just film all the detail, especially when you have 2 cameras. You can film all the detail and then actually edit it. No. Hold on, I lost my point. Anyway, I am very excited to see the movie today. Also, hello, Dangerous Jim. How do you do? Good. Glad to have you here with us. You're never late, or at least you're on time. Something like that. Let's see. Also, the movie Sinners is about vampires. 2 gentlemen come back to the American South in the 1920s, and then they're trying to come back to their hometown again in the American South in the 1920s. So you already know what that situation is going to look like. And then vampires happen. I'm not going to see Magazine Dreams. I've never heard of that movie. What's that movie? Now, Abe, I will tell you this right now. Michael B. Jordan. Oh. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Oh, speaking of it, it has Jonathan Majors in it. Okay, cool. So speaking of this, my conspiracy theory with Jonathan Majors is that he was supposed to be in the movie Sinners with Michael B. Jordan. He was supposed to be in it, but because of shenanigans, he had to not be in the movie. That's why Michael B. Jordan is playing himself as well as a twin brother. This is very interesting to me. But going back to it, let me find this. I spelled it wrong. Let's see. Let me find the trailer. I'm going to show you the shot. I'm going to show you the shot that immediately sold me on the movie back in, I think it was probably I don't know when it was actually. It was probably sometime in, let's say, it was probably sometime in November when the first trailer came out. I need to go double check. I'm watching in the trailer right now because I can't put it on stream, because if I do, this entire stream is going to get copywritten, especially because Warner Brothers. So yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna show you the shot. Hopefully I can actually show you in a second. Let's see. Michael B. Jordan gives 2 incredible performances. That is interesting. Right there. So let me slow it down just to see if I can get past copyright. So this shot with in the movie Sinners is what sold me on the entire movie. So it slowed down a little bit. But right here, it slowed down a little bit. Slow down. This next shot right here, where he is basically shooting the gun at the camera. So yeah, this shot was much more extended in the first trailer that I saw. When I saw that, I immediately said, okay, you have my money. I'm going to go see it. And that's it. So yeah, Ave, I didn't learn that I didn't learn that vampires were in the movie until like February of this year. Again, I had known about I had known about the game the movie coming out, but I was like, huh, okay, cool. It stars one of my favorite people, and it has one of my favorite directors thus far. Cool. Let's make that happen. And there you go. That's how it came together. Also, it has Haley Steinfeld in it, so she is pretty cool in the Spider-Verse movies. So, yeah, this shot was in, again, the first trailer that I saw back in, again, in November or something. This shot was in there. Again, it's just him shooting a Tommy gun at the camera. Obviously, he's shooting at someone behind the camera, but like this right here is what sold me on the movie. I saw the entire trailer. Again, November or something like that. But this shot right here at the close to the end of the trailer is what sold me on it. And yeah, I just, yeah, that's it. Oh, also, I was telling you about the aspect ratios and how Ryan Coogler was telling you and everything. So imagine these black bars not being here. Imagine these black bars not being here at all, and this entire thing just being part of the movie. That's how the movie was originally shot, and then they also shot it in a different type of film as well. So you're going to see it like this in the movie, but then you're going to be able to see a version of this without the black bars. So that's what I was talking about earlier with the different camera angles. So I'm definitely going to see, I'm going to have to see where I can see that version of the movie when I'm able to. Oh, I left my glasses in my pocket. my sunglasses. That's funny. Tossed them over there, and never mind, they fell on the floor. Never mind. So yeah, if you haven't been able to notice, I do love how movies come together. I love how movies look. I love how movies just are shot and composed and all that good stuff. So, because of all that, I am going to be remaking some movie frames in the future with some of my characters. Literally just having fun with it, because that type of stuff is just super fun. One of my last streams, I was actually replicating the Batman and Akira, so, you know, I love that. I still haven't seen Akira yet. I'm ashamed a little bit, but not really. All right, so let's see. Do I want to do something with her lip? Bring this up just a little bit. Right here. Right here. Small details. I'm also debating on whether or not I should render this entire thing in full, or at least at a higher quality. If I do, I'm gonna be sitting here for like 20 minutes just looking at stuff, but I'll see. Let's see. So let's go over here. Okay, so this looks good. All right, and now let's do our depth of field, because that's one thing that I love absolutely. I just have to make sure that it actually looks good. Also, we're gonna see how the lighting comes out, makes it look as well. Oh, I forgot. I gotta turn her other skin tone off, texture off. yeah, I made a second body mesh for her that was supposed to just be yellow. I need to do another one for her in her metallic form, similar to Ember Frost in many ways. So now I'm gonna drop her arm down just a little bit. Drop right there, and then up right there. Then nope, too far. Let's do it over here. Right there. There we go. Perfect. I don't want to make her eye squint too much just yet, but it's going to look like that. Got to be careful with that. And let's see. One more thing. So that's good. That's good. I like that. I like that. Now, let's go ahead and mess with that depth of field, shall we? Oh, I forgot where it was. It's right here. There we go. Super blurry, super blurry, super blurry, super blurry, super blurry. Let's see, do it right here. Hold on, right there. And it's 10 meters, so it's... Come on, rack that focus back. Rack it back, right there. A little more. There we go. This is going to be super shallow. I'm probably going to have to do 2 shots. So one of the barrel of the gun and then one on her face. And then I'll probably have to focus stack it. I don't want to do that though. I could do an animation that has me doing this. Just realized that. I just realized I could do that. Where the animation is just me focus racking for 300 frames. And then her smiling a little bit more. I could easily animate that. That would take like 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes. Okay, so I should show some teeth, but I'll do it later. I can't believe I mistakenly colored her eyes yellow, and they were yellow for the longest time. So this is too blurry. It looks like it. The implication is that you know what you can tell what she's holding, but I need to. This is too shallow. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and just drop this to better. Oh, my nose inches again. Let's see. Now, one thing I do know about Blender is that the shallow depth of field effect and the aperture that you use to make that effect, they are slightly different than what they are in real life cameras. So cameras that are produced by Canon, because that's the brand I use, they usually have that same focus. They usually have that same depth of field at about 1.8 to 2.8, 1.8 to 2.8. But when you want to make everything in focus like this, you have to push the f-stop a little higher in Blender. So something like this I could easily do with f4 in real life, but with the camera, it's can't do that. You got to do something absorbent and very specific, because there's no camera lens out here that can take you to f-stop 17.5. Well, there probably is, but it's probably also that there's probably a lens out there that does that, but that lens is also probably $17,000, and definitely not something that you want to buy. So yeah. Still blurry, but just enough. That is f-stop 78. I was at 2.8, 78.2. This is 2.8. This is ridiculous. But I love it. I love it though. Oh, I've been working for like almost 30 minutes now, 40 minutes now. I haven't saved. Let's go ahead and save before I cry again and have to leave town again. Let's see. All right, I think this shot is good and composed, or at least composed enough. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. Let's drop this. Actually, drop this one. Come back here. And all right, cool. So there we go. All right, rendering now. Let's see how it looks. Oh boy. Got a little bit of lag. Oh well. Come on over. Stay over here. Oh man. Oh boy. Hold it together. Oh, this is. Love it when I just completely destroy my GPU by accident. Oh boy. I'm getting every single error code I possibly can from YouTube right now. Still rendering though. Oh, is that thing over now? Yeah, it is. We're back. We lived. There we go. Okay, cool. All right, we'll look good. All this for 3 minutes of uh, of rendering. Just need I be reminded of this? Right, while this works, I'm going to step away and get some water. BRB. I come back expecting something to be done. Instead, I've run out of memory. Ah, this is pain. That is so fun. All right. I mean, I'm streaming, recording, and doing many things at the same time, so I can't be mad at that for being the case. But you know, I was expecting something to be working. All right, let's see how this works. Because all of my telemetry is saying that I have plenty of memory to do this. But you know, whatever. You're over there. Bird, stop it. My goodness. There we go. All right, so hopefully this works. I hope. Please. Please. Okay. All right, things are going. Things are loading. Things are going. Things are going. Oh. That's a new feature. Didn't notice that. There we go. We have something. Now, the only thing that I think might actually need to be changed about this entire thing here, other than that bird, is the lighting. The lighting might not be the best where it needs to be for right now, but we shall see. God, this looks scary. Just not noticing the red dot inside of the red dot. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. One minute, 56 seconds? Really? That was quick. Great. Okay. All right. Not bad, not bad. I think I need to render this in higher quality though. That's the same focus plane. I like this though. So yeah, this is lighting wise, this is pretty good. I'm definitely gonna have to. I don't want to cut her head off at too high at the top, so I'm gonna push this entire thing a little higher. Not bad though. This looks good. I'm satisfied with this. Also, the barrel is dark too on the inside. I didn't realize the light was going to be like that. Background super compressed. Engine super compressed. Chain looks pretty good. And then this is the workbench at the top. That looks good. That looks very good. And then I can Photoshop a flash in this. I just realized that I can Photoshop a couple of things. But that's great. I like that. I am going to use that for later. I'm heavily tempted to render this in a higher quality right now, but I don't want to do anything just yet. Okay. Put you over here. Put you over here. Great. Now, one more render that I want to test. Well, about 17, but you know, we're not gonna worry too much about that. Another freeze, another freeze, another opportunity to slow down, or something like that. Okay, cool. Now, with this pose, now this one is definitely not going to look the way it needs to, but yeah, I got to move this. I need to see a good, well, no, that's not right. I can try. Let's see. We'll try. There it is. Okay. All right. Let's try this one. Yep. So we're just doing test renders as per usual because the main thing that I want to do is going to take too long while I'm actually streaming. So yeah, I figured. Oh, where's my? There. Something like that. Anyway, doing test streams and renders and all that good stuff, trying to see how everything comes together. Oh, my camera is not looking good. Let's go ahead and fix that right there. There we go. Do, 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 do. Alright, I think this one's working better. We shall see. I always say something is working better, but then next thing you know, it's not. Ooh, the shadows are coming. Man, this looks better. This looks really better. More better. Really, really improved. The only thing I'm missing is a light shining directly on the character right here, coming from the right side. But once again, another reason why we are just doing tests. Oh, we're done. Great. All right, so. Oh, yeah, you can buy this table at AutoZone or anywhere. I just love how I was able to find some of these models so fast. But anyway. Let's see, so lighting is pretty good. So her lighting, yeah, she is super dark on the face. But I like how she looks for the most part. That looks pretty good. I think composition-wise, I need to cut it down to about right here. I think I need to crop it that far. There are a couple of things I can do. There are a couple of things that I can do in Photoshop, even with this one piece right here. I can see where the shadows are, though. I like that. I like where the shadows are for the most part. The lighting is here. The lighting really needs to be on her face. But that's all right. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, cool. So this one is done, or at least for the most part. There's one more that I want to test out. And honestly, because of the low resolution and sample rate for all of these, I'm not even going to save all of these. I'll keep this one. I still like how this came together, but I don't really need to. Bring that over here. All right. I'm just being weird right now. All right, turn this one back on and come here. Where is that camera? Right there. So don't want this. I don't want this entire frame. Not frame. I don't want the radius that I have here to be broken out. Cool. There we go. Alright, so let's see how this looks now. Because the original one that I showed earlier in the stream, the original render for this had the soldiers in the back. They weren't there. They're not soldiers. They're supposedly bounty hunters / guards. So it didn't have the bounty hunters in the back, and that giant light that I have is not back there as well. Also, the shutter doors were closed for right now, because I already got this frame where it needs to be. I want to just test it out, see how it's going to look right now. So. Alright, so as we are wrapping this part up, let me go ahead and go in. There we are. Go into this. Let me see right here. One and a two. There we are. There we go. This looks a little better. However, the HDRI that I have as the background for the entire file is showing its weaknesses, for lack of a better word. I'm probably not gonna actually use this one ever, but it's worth trying out just to see. Like I said, just test renders, because that's all I need to work on right now. Because my big animation that I want to work on, I'm gonna have to let it sit for the weekend. Luckily, it's Easter weekend, so it's not gonna be that big of a deal. But yeah, that I've already done the test renders for that one at the full quality that I need to for that one. And those are going to be about 10 minutes each. So it might take about 30 hours for this 300 frame animation to, if my math is mathing correctly, it's going to take about 30 hours for all of these to come together. So another all-nighter. I mean, maybe not. Possibly, though. We'll see. So this one is wrapping up and denoising. There we go. So these silhouettes are supposed to be fully black, but because of the fact that they are partially transparent, the light is shining right through them too. So that's how that's working. But not bad. Can't be mad. I can't be too upset at this. And then the quality looks very, very good for something that is, again, at a lower frame sample rate. I just like high sample rates. That's all. I'm just weird like that. Pretty good. Like how all of this came together. All right. Cool. So yeah, this will be the last one for right now, at least, because we are coming up at almost 12 noon, and I have to do some other stuff before my long, busy weekend gets started. So, with all that being said, hopefully you all had a good time. Hopefully you all learned a couple of things and enjoyed yourself while I was torturing myself and also torturing my GPU, because I shouldn't have done a lot of this, but I did. Oh well. So yeah, if you like all YouTube sign-offs are still tiring. If you like everything you saw, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. Also, give this stream a like. And if you're watching after the fact, hope you are having a great day thus far, or night, or whichever time of day that you're watching this. But yeah, so I am going to work on some more of these later on in the future. But yeah, I like how all these came out for the most part, and I think all of these were pretty decent for right now. Again, oh, I didn't do that one. Again, all of these are just supposed to be test streams and just me figuring out the composition and lighting and making sure that the stuff that I added makes sense for the grand scheme of how I am supposed to be working on this little scene and story. So, this is funny. So yeah, with all that being said, and I forgot what I was about to say. Oh my goodness. All right. With all that being said, officially, I will check you all later.